AI philosophy, enabling humans to establish destiny for themselves and establish a mind for AI. Kant's reconciliation of empiricism and rationalism. Knowledge originates from experience yet takes shape through reason. Kant put forward the famous 12 transcendental categories of the understanding, divided into 4 groups: quantity, quality, relation, and modality. For instance, when we state this is one orange, it is the mind's innate awareness of quantity that enables us to distinguish one from multiple objects. These categories cannot be directly perceived. They are innate forms of reason. Click the plus sign to follow this account for more wonderful content. Kant reconciled René Descartes' rationalism, rooted in Plato, and Francis Bacon's empiricism, originating from Aristotle, integrating the two schools. He held that although a priori reason, pure reason, exists, it must be applied to experience to generate scientific knowledge. On the other hand, Kant argued that knowledge begins with a sensory experience, yet experience alone cannot produce knowledge. The formation of knowledge requires the innate cognitive frameworks of reason. That is to say, after the senses receive external stimuli to yield experience, such raw data must be processed and organized by reason's innate forms to form empirical knowledge. Thereby, Kant resolved the conflict between empiricism and rationalism in Western epistemology, asserting that both reason and experience are indispensable to cognition. Knowledge starts with experience, yet is constituted by reason. Specifically, Kant's theory of knowledge identifies 2 components of cognition: sensible intuition and the concepts of the understanding. The general process by which we perceive the world proceeds as follows. External objects generate intuitions via the outer senses, which are then converted into concepts through the inner sense. Only the union of intuition and concepts allows complete cognition of phenomenal appearances, while things in themselves, the ultimate reality, remain eternally unknowable. Sensible intuition falls into 2 types: empirical intuition and pure intuition. Empirical intuition relates to external objects, covering sensory perceptions such as color, texture, and taste. For example, seeing a red apple or a tall building all count as empirical intuition. Pure intuition, by contrast, is independent of all objects and constitutes the foundational precondition for cognizing external things, namely time and space. They are a priori, independent of experience and all other existence. Time and space stand as the starting point and prerequisite of human cognition, and Kant regarded them as the sole transcendental conditions. In other words, time and space form the innate, necessary foundation for our perception of appearances. Concepts are constructed and defined by human beings. Meanwhile, Kant established his renowned 12 transcendental categories of the understanding, sorted into 4 divisions: quantity, quality, relation, and modality, each containing 3 subcategories. The transcendental categories may be interpreted as the innate structures and forms of reason, as illustrated earlier. When we say this is one orange, our inborn sense of quantity in the mind differentiates a single item from multiple ones. These categories elude direct sensory perception and exist purely as innate forms of reason. I am Wu Huaiyu, a PhD from the Chinese Academy of Sciences and a postdoctoral fellow from Peking University and the founder of AI philosophy. For more detailed information, please refer to the complete version of this book. In addition to this short video, you can also click on my avatar to view more long videos.